welcome back to another episode of StrawChat with my friend, as always, Lee, and Jake. How you
Hey.
doing? First recording of the year.
I know, a little bit rusty, but excited because it's One Piece, best story ever told. So always excited.
Yeah,
I just feel like a right mess.
Down with the sickness.
I've been ill. Look, me hair's grown and it's all messy. I probably should have done something with it before I came on and gotten live. We've sat here and talked for half an hour before we even clicked record. I could have done something with it, but I just chose not to. What I could do, I could quickly do it now. Hang on.
I mean, you do. You sort of did have a Sanji cut going on there.
Okay.
So cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
I had to get one for this arc.
What's the deal with the afro? We'll never tell.
I've been sitting here. We've been talking for half an hour and been like, I'm loving speaking here, but my afro's just sitting there. I'm dying to break it out.
I did not expect that. It does make you look so funky, though, Lee.
You look stronger.
Because the afro is where all the power comes from.
Yeah. I genuinely, I really like this arc. I mean, there's other fillers that I don't, but because I run the TikTok, I'd put shorts of this out, and I've had a few people say some of the filler arcs are even the most die-hard One Piece fan doesn't watch them. What I know we talked about this before we start recording, but what do you guys think of that? Because I'm all for watching all the fillers. I like seeing the characters, and I don't want to miss parts like the Foxy Pirates, because that's filler, isn't it?
I think it's extended in the anime. Is that right, Lee? Like Foxy is in the manga, but I don't think the return of Foxy part is possibly, or it's like a lot shorter. Whatever happens.
So I didn't read that part of the manga. I read like some of the beginning, and then I skipped a bit further and like carried on from where I got up to with the anime.
Yeah.
But Davy Back Fights are a thing in the manga. I know that because it has been mentioned in other parts. So
yes,
I haven't seen any other Davy Back Fights in the manga. You've heard about them. It's like they'll see a pirate and be like, he collects people by doing Davy Back Fights, and it's like, oh right, they exist.
Yeah, I ended up reading about one of the devil fruits you guys talked about, like the bomb one, I guess, the bogey guy. So apparently the original user of the bomb one was taken to a famous crew by a Davy Back Fight, and I was like, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's all linked together.
Was that a Blackbeard laugh?
It's the afro.
That's the afro, yeah.
But yeah, filler. I generally like it. Apart from when it's like massive flashbacks, like in Naruto. But because you might get some comedy moments. Like that's your best case, really, isn't it? You'll get some comedy. You're not really gonna get any like new power ups or whatever. But hey ho, you can't have everything. But yeah, I think skipping Foxy would be a massive loss to your experience of One Piece because he's absolutely hilarious.
I mean, I even like the old man that is just like, oh, where's he been for like 60 odd years? Just been up on the stilts. It just raises more questions than it asks. But
yes,
how does he go to the toilet?
It just lets it drop wherever it falls, mate.
Poor animals. That long dog will be walking around like, this isn't rain.
I was thinking immediately. I was like, all right, how does he eat? But then they explained that pretty quickly because like all the trees are tall.
he's on an only fruit diet as well, so it can't be good when it comes out.
Yeah. So this is a long ring, long road. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. Can you say that faster, please?
Long ring, long road.
Oh, I've got long ring road land.
Long ring road land. Okay.
I've got long ring, long land arc.
Oh, that's also one that I've like got up here. Long ring road, long ring, long land, and long ring road land.
Okay, so yeah, this is basically the island where everything is long. I did tell Chris sometimes there is themed islands in One Piece,
Yeah.
Here we have one.
Oh, by the way, are these very extreme themed islands normally filler? Or are they part of the...
No, some of them are just like, like here we are. This is the entire arc. It's like framed around this. I just don't want to reveal any because you'll know it when you see it.
Did any
But
of them ever feel like lazy? Be like, oh, we're at the island where everyone has long fingers.
sometimes I think there's an island where people have long arms. Like you're very good at predicting this kind of thing.
Did the
Forgot
fingers
about the
thing last
long
time,
arm
didn't we?
ones.
With the...
You did. You predicted the finger poke of doom action. But no, I did. I really enjoyed the comedy early on with the long animals, and I think that's a clip you could show anybody. With the where they find the dog and all the weird like with
It's
the
not.
long birds.
It's not a
and that.
dog, Jake. It's a dog.
Just the way like Luffy's immediately good with dogs. You just like get paw like straight away.
Doesn't one of them just have a long head as well?
Yeah, some kind of weird leopard or something.
Oh yes, I like its head was like sideways long. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Like this
Yeah.
is what I love about the comedy of One Piece. They get a lot of mileage out of like show something silly and have like a couple of characters like shout in the background and be like, that's wrong. Like his head's just long, like type of thing. Like the fall back on that quite a bit, but I think it's always funny. But yeah, so yeah, this old guy gets stuck on stilts really high in the sky because he wanted to try stilts. And
Well,
then
he wanted to break in the Japanese one. Is it like in the subbed? Is he trying to break the record for the tallest stilt in the world or something?
Possibly, or he just always had a dream of being tall or something, and then yeah, because it's so high, and bamboo does in real life grow pretty quickly.
Yeah.
None of his family know where he is, which sucks for that guy.
Yeah. You'd think they would notice like a couple of bamboo shoots as tall as that I can see just wandering across the land with a horse underneath.
And your grandpa,
Yeah.
who loves stilt walking, has disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get a lot of comedy mileage out of this guy as well because it's like he's just weird. Like Luffy's like asking him questions. Like Luffy thinks he's great, and he's just like oh, you're up there like what 50 years or something. And yeah, there's
The guy
some
following his dream, isn't it?
exactly, but there's some sort of like complicated explanation for how the island works and that like part of it sinks into the sea, so he can't get back to his family because everyone's migrating around the ring, and then you can only walk when the sea is down. And like, but if you use the horse, you'll get there in like 3 months.
Yeah, because there's absolutely nothing vegetation wise or food wise on this ring island. And they eat it all on one part of the island. When the sea goes down, they move on to the next. I think it's like a 3-month cycle or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. But
well,
yeah,
3 years, isn't it?
Or 3 years.
It's like every 3 years or something, the sea goes down and they can cross to another island. But they've got like a few weeks where they can cross or something.
And I think it's something like there'll be like 9 years if you had to keep waiting or something. It would still be, it's an interesting idea. They don't really go much further into it. And it all gets resolved nicely later on. But this is the flimsy pretense for Foxy to just show up out of nowhere, basically.
Oh, yes, because on the way to this island, they pass a boat as well, where there's only like a few people left on it, and they're all like run down and knackered.
Going nuts.
Yeah.
Some kind of frog ship.
With no captain.
Yes. And then, as they're there, the Foxy ship like shoots out its little paws and like traps the Straw Hat ship. And then they make you think they shoot that horse, don't they?
Yeah.
The beautiful horse when he's like, finally reunited, and they're riding around. It's just like, I'm sure that's the to be continued. And you're like, what?
Even watching this a second time, I was just like, oh, holy shit, that's dark. But
I know I didn't remember. Like I can't remember these tiny things. But yeah, Chris, what did you think of Foxy, the first first introduction?
I loved him because he was like when you first kind of see him, he's hiding in a bush. Oh,
yeah,
my lights have just gone. Anyway,
Ooh.
you see him in a bush sneaking behind Luffy, the horse and that.
Yeah,
I'm like he's not like a serious baddie. He's just a comic relief baddie,
like a Team Rocket kind of guy. Yeah,
yeah. I loved him. His laugh as well.
Yes, is it like a?
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember it.
He's like a Frenchman or something.
Oh, okay, so he has a French accent in dub. In the sub, he's kind of just like a shouty guy.
Right.
It's really fun though, because like we start getting these like drip feeds of like oh well, our crew is so huge because like the Foxy pirate ship is like massive, like 10 times the size of like the Straw Hat one. And they're like, yeah, well, our boss is the best at like Davy Back fights, and that's why he's got like the best crew. And then they're like, well, our captain would never agree to that. It sounds really stupid. And then they're like, well, if he does, you'll hear the gunshots.
But it's just typical Luffy, isn't it, though? Like, if he sees a challenge, he's not going to turn it down.
Yeah.
And also, he thinks it's going to be fun. So he's like, yeah, let's do it.
And it is
I
fun
love that though.
for us, not for Chopper.
I found it stressful. Like, this is the most stressed I've ever been in One Piece.
You
Yeah,
warned
okay.
us about this, Aubrey.
But
As
what's
well.
what is?
You warned us before going into
Oh,
this.
yeah.
You were like, there will be a point where you're like, fuck's sake again.
Yeah, because they finally finish the Davy Back fight. And then they're like, right, yeah, good job, that's over. Luffy wouldn't be stupid enough to do that again. And then you hear, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Luffy, man. What are you doing?
Take that gun away from him.
Do you think they were like, oh, we're keeping pace with the manga here. I think we need to delay it a couple more weeks.
Possibly.
Should we just
I think some of this is in the manga, but yeah, like it maybe did maybe there was some extra parts. I really liked his his two sidekicks as well. One of them was like a big like gorilla guy who's just like it whenever like something bad happens. And then they just had the weird girl who's just like just basically in Japanese just kind of like talks like a valley girl, sort of like, with the really high pitched stuff, and basically just wants Chopper for some reason as a pet.
Yeah, she just thinks he's cute.
Portia.
Yeah.
Or Portia.
Yeah. But yeah, like what did you think of the sort of the challenge game? I mean, the first boat one's a bit like Wacky Racers, I thought. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is classic Hanna-Barbera shit.
Oh yeah, what was the team name? Something like At Least It Floats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
I absolutely love.
They had like all the cheating setup as well, where it was like, oh, this is the giant barrel ship, and they're like, well, what are you guys gonna do? And like, just wait till the starting thing goes. Just throw bombs out at everybody and lose the race.
I did like the fake finish line when Nami's just like, oh, great, a finish line. Do you think I'm stupid? And like just carries on. But then the Foxy Pirates get to it and they're like, oh, great, the finish line. And the Foxy Pirates like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because that's one of the rules of the Davy Back challenge, is you're allowed to cheat, I guess, or you're allowed to help from the sidelines. There's sometimes a ref, but
you're not supposed to. And the ref pissed us off.
That was such good like cartoon comedy though, where it was just like it like every time something was happening, but he was like getting more and more nervous. And yeah, so Foxy's power is kind of bad news though. That the slow beam fruit or whatever. Don't know what else he can do.
He's like a weird pear-shaped man as well, isn't he?
Yeah. They call him Split Head a lot because he's got like a middle pattern with like two.
I'm sure that's some kind of slur.
It was accurate to the translation as far as I could tell.
I know, definitely just based on him as a pirate. But I kind of like the slow fruit. It was very. I don't know why he cheated, because he probably could have, if he was serious, he probably could have done a lot more.
But I liked how it had like a silly like horn honking noise for some reason as well, like when it came out. But yeah, and again, it's like he's one of those characters where like if you say anything bad to him, he immediately gets depressed, which they do manage to use against him a couple of times later on. But yeah, it's like you said, it is quite stressful because like they pretty much almost win a lot of the stuff and then get like beaten like right at the last second by the baddies. Is this the first mention as well of Fishman Karate? Because I noticed that coming up.
Possibly.
Because they had a Fishman on the team and he was like, Fishman Karate something. Sea surface splitter. That's what he said.
I think Chris is going to say what I was going to say.
In All on Park with the guy with the it was the judo guy.
He's probably not judo, possibly.
Yeah, I'm sure it was mentioned there.
Yeah, he might do. It would make sense for the Fishmen to mention Fishman Karate in the Fishmen saga.
Was that an actual thing?
Yeah. It's pretty cool because it's like because obviously they can like swim around in water really fast, but it's like their own fighting style, like based on the water. And it shows up every now and then.
I do like how the fishmen are just part of it now. where it's just like with Along Pot, they're like fishmen exist, and now they're like, yeah, I've got one in my crew.
I mean, there's still it's still a bit odd, isn't it? Because like I guess because like Foxy's crew's made up of loads of different ships all like stuck together. But I think there's definitely more people who are suspicious of them, like in a racist roundabout way. But yeah, there's like so much weird. There's loads of weird different races that they bring in over time, and it's nice when they just randomly drop them back in. But yeah, so like the next game was that like weird ball game, wasn't it? Where I think that was a giant fish man as well, which is a combination of two races, maybe.
He was a
possibly.
half giant.
Yeah.
So is he half giant, half fish man?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's some races or some people you'll see them and go, how did that work?
Like mechanically.
Yeah.
An Alsatian and a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was like that was where the monkey man like became bad news. But yeah, I really like this part because it's like it goes to show, and this crops up loads over the series, like Zoro and Sanji, there's always like rivalry, and even the fans are like, who's stronger? And it's like, it turns out they're even stronger when they work together. Like, they can do like stuff 10 times better than like, each on their own, but they'll never work together properly.
Yeah. Didn't Oda recently say that they're perfectly equal in strength, like recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Chris? Go on, tell us what you think of that. Who's stronger between Zoro and Sanji?
Fighting wise?
Yeah.
Oh, Zoro, hands down. I'm not accepting that. I know he's the creator. I'm not accepting it.
Yeah, Zoro. I fully agree. I don't care what people say. Zoro is stronger.
I don't know what in the current episodes what the strength level's like or what they even look like now. But at the minute, it's Zoro's hands down.
Yeah, that's a sore spot.
But if someone asks, I will side with Sanji because I think it's funny.
Sanji's like a more well-rounded person. Like Zoro just kind of sits and sleeps and drinks.
Yeah.
He mainly sometimes drops some weird like philosophy where you're like, oh, Zoro, you somehow know about God and stuff like that. When he was talking about like God in the last arc.
Yeah.
And then like going forward, he has some like wisdom, but it's like, yeah, it's few and far between. He doesn't say much
because he's bound to pick up something because he's been at that swordsman dojo place for a long time. He grew up there, didn't he?
Yeah,
with master swordsmen. So I'm sure they would have been cutting about the place, saying like their philosophy, and so some of it's bound to have come up onto him.
Yeah, but most of the time he's like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Then the next game is the skating game, which was weird. It had a lot of rules.
With the groggy ring, the last one though, I just want to bring up like how much I love like so Sanji and Zoro's like dynamics where they're always arguing and they have to decide who has the ball on the head.
Yeah.
And Zoro's just like, oh, he's got the ball on his head and puts it on, and all of a sudden Sanji's just like, why do I have to wear it? Like I look like an absolute idiot. And then Nami's just like, I think you look lovely with the ball in your head. And he's like, oh, Nami-san.
And yeah, like just the way you have to like dunk the actual person is hilarious. Yeah, and they do manage to like spike the big giant guy, which has never happened before in the history of Davy Backs.
I think that was probably the one that I was least stressed about because it was Zoro and Sanji, and it was just like these two aren't going to fuck it up.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about this. Like people who aren't normally in for the physical challenges have to like try. But yeah, the roller rink thing, Robin was very good on that one. You wouldn't think arms growing could be that useful for roller rink, but apparently yes.
Also, what we haven't mentioned is after each round you get to take away one of the other pirates' crew. So what's it called? Oh, the donut race, that's what it's called. Foxy's crew won that and took Chopper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was like just heartbreaking because Chopper's like crying his eyes out and everything, and
they're like no, forever. They're like, stop it! You've got to go to the other crew.
Oh, it's Zoro, isn't it? Everybody else is like, oh no, Chopper, and Zoro's just like, be a man about it, man. And then they win round 2, and they choose someone else, don't they? Is it the horse they take back?
The horse, yeah.
Yeah, because everyone thinks like, oh, he's gonna take Chopper back, and Luffy's like, the long horse. that he caught in a net
Fuck.
before the contest even
No.
started. He makes the old
Oh,
guy happy though.
Do you know what? I get it. Like at the time, I was like, "What the fuck? Why are you picking the horse?" And then I was like, "Yeah, it's Luffy. That's what he does, man."
He knows they're gonna win the final fight.
Yeah.
Which they have a cheetah man on the. What are you, a man cheetah?
Always sniffing the cucumber off him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like, is he a zone type? Do you think, Lee? Like a man cheetah, or is he from the animal island?
Cheetah Island.
They don't really say.
I don't know. It would have to be like as. Oh, actually, no. There is animal people in this world, isn't there?
Yeah,
On,
that's what I mean. Like, is he actual from Zoa, or is he a zone type like devil fruit user?
Oh, I think he
We
might
may
be
never know.
from Zoa. I would have to guess. I don't think he's a devil fruit user.
Yeah, but
Gee.
yeah, he gets like a weird thing about him where he's sniffing Luffy, and like Luffy's like, "You're rude, get off," type of thing. And then the big joke of this one is Luffy doesn't know how to skate,
Yeah.
which
I
is
love that.
he's so bad at it. And Zoro's like, "You can do it, man." Yeah, like he teaches him how, like in between rounds. But then once he can do it, obviously his rubber arms are pretty great for racers, because if you come off the track, you're disqualified. But if you like do a big flip around the outside and come back on without touching anything, you're fine.
Yeah.
There's 3 rounds to that last one, isn't there? So Luffy skates
Yeah.
first and loses because he can't skate. Is it Nami in the second one?
I think
With
so.
the big.
The robot that only goes around the track once,
Yeah.
but because she's been hypnotized, wakes up
Yes.
and it's in front of her.
Because Portia has like a hypnotizing flower fruit power type of thing, where if you look at whatever she's doing, you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
I think this would confirm that that Cheetah Man definitely doesn't have a devil fruit, because if someone has a devil fruit, they make a point of like saying,
Yeah.
I have this type of fruit, and at not one point to be like, Cheetah Man has taken the cheetah fruit.
I don't even think he
Yeah.
talks. Like he's just he actually acts like a real animal.
Real
which is
roller
odd.
skating cheetah.
Oh no, there's 5 rounds, isn't there? Sorry, because Luffy goes again. He goes in round 1 and round 5.
And there's a Usopp round against the cheetah as well. But this is where the interference rules start coming in, and they're quite odd. Where it's like, oh, you can have blockers, and then if you just like beat them up, then you sort of win. So when Luffy can finally beat the guys up, it's like a no contest sort of thing. Oh, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, my swords aren't actually sharp. Like that guy who like you think he's cut Luffy. And he's like, oh, don't worry, this is a kid's show for now. But yeah,
Actually, speaking of that, I have been watching a lot of the clips from the kids show where Sanji's got the weird New York accent.
oh, like the old dub that I watched on Foxy.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm walking here."
I want to see that. That sounds amazing.
It's
Hey, I'll cook
it's
you something.
weird.
I'll cook the crew something to eat. Forget about it.
I mean, he kind of sounds
Pretty much.
really stupid like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
odd.
don't cook for medals.
I think I've told you before. It's the guy. It's like Brock from Pokemon. I'm pretty sure doing his voice, just being really stupid. So yeah, I think like so. This is where they restart the fight, isn't it? Because the win the roller derby
And they
and
get
take
Chopper
Chopper,
back.
and then he's like,
Yeah.
but how about double or nothing? How about another? Is it another 3-coin game? Because that's how many. Or is it just a?
I think so.
Because now I'm
what else
blanking
do
on
they
what
have?
the other events are.
Does they have a boxing match?
That's the last one.
Was it?
I think maybe do they just do a 1-coin game for the next one?
Yeah.
No, because oh, hang on, wait.
Oh crap! No, because they do the red light, green light thing, like where the old man has to stay on top of the
yes.
mountain.
And he falls asleep.
Oh yeah, which is ridiculous, and they lose Chopper again from that, don't they? Because
Pissed us off.
because Zoro kicks the monkey guy right
And
to the end
Sanji,
of the...
Sanji was standing in front of him. He could have touched the man and then went and saved the lass.
Yeah. And that poor old man has to just stand there. And he's like, I'm scared of heights.
Honestly, most of this whole arc, I'm just. Do you know Steve Carell in The Office where he's like, no! That was me just for like 15 episodes or whatever.
Okay,
You
but
see-
I'm blanking if there's another one though. I just genuinely can't remember if there's another event, but it does culminate in Luffy and blanking on Splithead's name, Foxy, doing an all or nothing type of thing where he's like, okay, 500 of my men versus 500 of your family members forever, like your entire crew plus all of your sons and daughters in perpetuity until 500 crew members have been spent.
I've got them here. Donut race, groggy ring, and then a boxing match. And then the redid it. Oh, right, that's the manga. And then then the rest of the games are the filler. So the filler one is the roller race, pirate dodgeball.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
The one machine you're allowed to use, and that's the all the jokes about the big rule book that Robin like reads. And Luffy loses because he eats a ball, which is disallowed apparently.
Why is that a rule? And then red light, green light, and they lose Robin and Chopper this time, don't they?
Yep. Yeah. So going into the final boxing fight, it's very much like, oh, this is gonna be bad if he actually loses. We're gonna lose the entire crew and have to join the Foxy Pirates. But how good was this boxing battle thing? It was just so funny. Like the entire thing.
The setup as well in the changing room where they're like, hang on a minute.
So funky.
Right, yeah. So they get to pick their outfit. So this is where Afro Luffy comes in, who's very much a fan favorite design. And Usopp gets to wear the straw hat because he's the manager.
Doesn't he wear it weird though? He doesn't wear it on his head.
I thought he had his goggles over it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Afro Luffy based on anything? Like another anime or something? Because it looks familiar.
I mean, there was definitely Afro Thunder in that video game, Ready to Rumble Boxing. So I don't know if it is based off like someone who was famous in Japan, because I know they absolutely love Muhammad Ali in Japan. So I don't know if it's like a whole boxing sort of like, love thing.
Right.
But yeah, everyone's just like, it makes them 10 times cooler, and all the boys are just agreeing with it. And Nami's like, what is this Afro thing?
I know people like a lot of people go, oh, you shouldn't watch the dub, you should watch the sub. But this definitely has something better than the sub, I'm guessing. You won't get the voice of the sub, it'll just be like, konnichiwa, Afro Luffy, and stuff like that. It'll still just be Japanese. But in the dub, everyone starts like going, oh, he looks so funky. And like,
I mean,
yes.
I think what they do with Usopp is he's doing a bit of an American sort of Americanized Japanese accent, I think. Like he does say funky like in English. So like they were definitely trying to make them more American. But yeah, I don't think Luffy's any different, just with shouting and stuff like that. But yeah, this fight is absolutely hilarious because he's like, Foxy's actually pretty dangerous when he puts his mind to it, with like his slow like missile bombs that are just really annoying, that just go like, like
yeah.
And he's got those horrible like pin badges that make the same weird noise, but they do really blow up, and Luffy gets pretty exploded.
And Foxy's disguises, man. Foxy. Luffy going in, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, there's a woman on this ship. Oh, no problem.
You know what it looks like? Like the that Powerpuff Girls episode where the convicts dress up as the Powerpuff Girls with like the giant heads. But yeah, it's horrible, and like it's like I'm Foxy's sister and all that stuff, and like Luffy's like, really? Did you see a guy come through here? And yeah, like then it's just a bunch of like Scooby-Doo traps, like, oh, this is the spike floor room, or like the cannonball's gonna come through the wall type of thing.
I mean, Oda definitely likes his like cartoon kind of tropes.
Yeah. He's always said he's not like into power scaling, kind of the same way Toriyama wasn't that interested later on. Like, so yeah, he'll often do stuff that makes no sense to pee off those types of fans.
like hopefully, like, not to spoil anything for Chris, but there is stuff like later on in maybe about another 800 episodes where it's based on Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Right. See, I don't even mind stuff like that.
It's
I
great.
watch stuff like Gintama where it doesn't take itself too seriously at all, and it doesn't
kill everyone. like all the best stuff has a mix, so I don't know why people get so weirded out. But yeah, Foxy is simultaneously
I fully agree
dangerous.
with everything that's just been said. I don't know, but maybe my headphone disappeared, so my battery died on my headphones. So You could have just been like saying some absolutely horrible stuff and been like, "I love the racism in One Piece." And I'm just like, yeah.
It's all right, Lee, because we're talking about you, not to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're just saying how horrible he is and how he's a lot like Foxy and how he runs the ship. No, but yeah, like Foxy is dangerous and silly at the same time because when you're like slowed down, which Luffy seems to have trouble dodging the idiot beam, then when he punches you, you get hit with all the punches at once. So even though he's like a sort of a flabby man boxer with no like superpowers that we see, all of the hits at once actually do hurt Luffy somehow. But yeah, I think there's some backstory that Foxy was like a boxer, but I don't know if it comes up in the anime.
It didn't. I don't think so. I can't remember it.
No, I think I just read that online. But yeah, Luffy finally does win with the gum flail, which I don't think is ever used again, where he sort of spins his arm around and whips it at the guy.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't use that ever again, I don't think.
I wouldn't have thought so. It doesn't seem that useful.
And then Luffy gets all 500... Is it 500? Oh, 498 members of the crew. 502
I know
Robin and Chopper.
I know we're talking about him at the end getting them, but we talk about how funny it was when all the crew, when they were deciding to get them back with, like, obviously he's gonna pick me because I'm the best. I'll bring all this to the
old man, and he's like, "Oh, he's definitely gonna pick me.
I'm gonna miss all my friends."
Even if they did take, the little chest man in Afro, he would have been more useful on the Straw Hat crew than that little frail old man. Nobody wants him.
Could have, I don't know, repaired the keel.
In fact, why did Foxy obviously picked him at some point?
Exactly. Unless he did the 500 trick again or whatever and just got everyone. But yeah, so technically Luffy owns all of the Foxy pirates, but he kind of tells them to bugger off basically. He's like, I'm not interested.
I do like it because he's kind of like, right, you're all my crew now, but basically I don't have space for you on my ship. And,
he doesn't even want the ship right.
You're all sacked. Do what you want, but you have to go home.
Yeah, but any bets the Foxy pirates show up for the final battle though, like in real One Piece in the future? They've got to.
What, to support Luffy?
Of course, yeah. It's there's no way this series doesn't end with like a big like war between the goodies and baddies, and like everyone Luffy's like befriended along the way. It's got to.
Laboon leads them.
Laboon, absolutely.
And Laboon will be in the final battle.
Yeah, he's one hell of a straw hat. It's painted right on his head.
Oh, that would have been washed off by now. He's been up in that wall for years.
For something to come back to, just because we've brought this up, who do you think, out of all of the series so far that you've seen, will be involved in the final battle, apart from the Straw Hats that we have so far?
That we've seen so far?
Yeah.
There's got to be... Right.
Like the big players, if you've... Yeah.
Shanks. There's one guy that I keep seeing, who's got a pink top. Have we seen him yet? Or a little bit ahead? The one with the glasses. He walks like that.
Oh yeah, you see
Flamingo.
Yeah, we saw him once. He was on that.
Yeah.
There was like a weird, like, interstitial at the Seven Warlords thing.
The brighter the color they are, and the more quirky they are, the more likely that they're a big hitter in this, I think.
Yeah, that does usually work out.
There's got to be Bond Clay, only because I love him so much. Blackbeard, because we didn't really see him that much, and he's got like this weird, mysterious crew. I can't tell if it's good or funny good.
Well, like we said,
like Foxy Pirate.
When he gets introduced, he's exactly like a polar opposite of Luffy, where it's like, I like this food, I don't like this food. This drink's horrible, this drink's nice, and it's just even though it's simple, it's just they are exact opposites. So Blackbeard's definitely going to be a final boss, isn't he? Also, with a name like Blackbeard, one of the most famous pirates ever, you have to have him in the final battle of a pirate show.
Same with the other one, Whitebeard.
Right. We've seen him in like a sort of like, not flashback, but like...
Ace mentions him.
We saw him just sitting there.
Or Shanks sees him or something like that.
I can't remember what exactly they were talking about, but we went to his ship and he had all the weird sexy nurses and he was on a breather.
It was Shanks, wasn't it? Shanks went to Whitebeard and told him not to let Ace go after Blackbeard. Was that it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, there's some
Yeah.
good predictions there, Chris. I like your
Um,
line of thinking.
There's gonna be some weird people. The sheep lawyer from Usopp's Island. I'm gonna say them.
My head is the going merry.
I am the
Uh,
battle.
Jake, do you think he's missed anyone that we've seen so far that could be like making an
Gotta be
appearance
them.
towards the end?
Usopp's crew.
Oh, it's
the
8,000 men,
parents.
yeah.
These 3 child soldiers. I mean,
Okay. I think no, I think the only thing Chris hasn't experienced yet is like, I'll not spoil it, but you don't know which ones can and can't come back yet, if you know what I mean. Because like there hasn't really been a chance for any returns because you've only done like a few arcs. So
There was a big name that you didn't say though.
I think I know who
Boogie,
it is. I wasn't gonna say him.
Do you think Boogie will be involved in the final battle or not?
It got to be because I remember. I'm sure you've mentioned him saying stuff about him in later episodes where you'll find out in 1,000 episodes that his relationship with Shanks or something.
But I
So
mean,
yeah,
it's got to be.
he's also Oda's favorite character apparently. So
Is he?
apparently, I don't know why.
No.
Man likes clowns.
How can he be his favorite character when Frankie's not about? Anyway, it was What about there's Small Guy and the guy with the face tattoos, the
Dragon.
dragon, yeah,
Yeah.
because they've been set up in the background, isn't it? I'm thinking that they've been set up so when they come back in, it'll be like, oh, I vaguely remember them. They were mysterious enough for them to like.
Do you know anything else about Dragon yet?
Nah,
No,
I
just that
only know
he's
his name
like the
because I had
leader of the
subtitles.
Revolutionary Army. That's it.
Definitely mysterious is his entire bag though. Like
Yeah,
as far as
yeah.
I know anyway.
That's all I can think of at the minute. Maybe he's the guy that sits in the treasure chest with the afro, green afro.
Like I said, they did show him in one of the last few episodes.
Oh, yes.
he even had a wife or something who was also inside something. I need more information. It was just a quick 1 second shot.
Oh,
What are the odds? There's 2 people that fall in love.
and one more obvious one that has to show up at the end is Mihawk. Because how would we finish Zoro's story if he doesn't finish by becoming the world's greatest swordsman?
Yeah. Is Mihawk definitely the greatest swordsman?
As far
Well,
as
that's what
we
he's
know.
known as.
The greatest
Because
swordsman.
Zoro's literally saw a bloke floating in a tiny boat and being like, he beat us, so obviously he's the greatest swordsman in the world.
I think he knew about him because he's like pirate hunter, and I'm pretty sure Mihawk had a wanted poster. He must have done
Right.
at some point.
One of the 7 warlords, isn't he?
Yeah. But that whole thing hasn't been totally expanded on, but it's like a sort of, I mean, there was in real life, governments hired pirates to be like, can you go mess with the Spanish, please?
Privateers.
yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, I like Chris's predictions. You're good at it because I kind of just watched this with an open mind and didn't think about anything going forward. The first.
Oh, I think it's a lot different for me watching it than
Yeah.
people watching it when it first came out, even for the filler question. Like you were saying before, like if you got to if this was getting released weekly and it was coming up with the Foxy Pirate arc, you would watch it, even if so you kind of take more notice and you kind of think ahead, like, oh, how's this going to happen?
Yeah.
Whereas now, I can kind of, I don't know.
And a lot of people think like, oh, well, it's filler, I'll skip it. And then you miss like the odd one scene, which does set some stuff up. Because actually, we forgot to talk about it. There's a Don Flamingo and, what's that shitty guy called? Bellamy, where Don Flamingo makes his friend kill Bellamy. It's just like, yeah, I'm the puppet master, and his friend's like, Shank.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, you've actually had Don Flamingo's devil fruit power sort of revealed, and that it's like a puppet string thing.
Do you know what's weird though? Because I've seen people cosplay as Don Flamingo.
Yeah,
before at like
doing the
SunnyCon,
wacky
whatever.
walk.
Yeah. So he must if there's a character that people cosplay, he must either be beloved or hated, and I can't tell which one it is. Because
yeah,
he might be a dick,
both, I would say.
But like people, I don't know.
He's definitely a dick.
Right.
Okay. That. So yeah, like skipping filler, you might end up missing an accidental, like, oh, here's one of the warlords doing something, like scene. Yeah. Puppet string power. How powerful do you think that could be?
Too powerful?
Yeah, actually, you could be like puppeting some like the mayor or something like that.
But I know it is literally a series written by someone else, but like sometimes you think, why doesn't the dude just do that? And then you think, shut up, just enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
when I was thinking with Robin when she was doing a roller skate thing,
Mhm.
why doesn't she just get her arms and just squeeze the legs together so they couldn't skate?
Yeah, true.
Something like that, you know? And why doesn't she do that more? But at the minute, I don't think Robin's a good character. I think she's
Okay.
Here's a question for you. So,
right.
you've asked before about if Buggy's arms or hands went in the water and they weren't attached to him, would that affect his body because touching the seawater? If Robin squeezed someone's legs with her other arms, where she creates new arms, so they couldn't skate, and then she got hit with the slow beam, would the arms on the other person be affected?
I don't know. What I would need to know to judge that is if someone, I don't know, stabbed one of her arms and it hurt her, or do they just disappear? Because if it hurt her, it would be an extension of herself. But if it didn't, it would be like a projection, and then they would just disappear.
We'll
That's
have to
my
watch
thinking
out for
anyways.
that one because I can't remember.
Yeah.
They
Thinking-
definitely are shown to explode into petals on occasion, but I don't know, yeah.
Thinking about this, like just on the spot, I don't think she would be able to move her arms, and I think they would be slow. So, right, Luffy gets hit with a beam in the arm, and his arm is the only thing moving slow. I think if your whole body gets hit by it, including your head, then your thoughts are probably slow as well, which means that the rest of your body moves slow, which would mean the extended arms would move slow as well.
Yeah, 'cause
possibly.
he definitely talks slow. They do a lot of that where it's like,
Well, gravity affects him slower as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or else you just fall like a brick and then start moving. I think we might be thinking too much into this.
Yeah.
Maybe Foxy has the strongest devil fruit. Do you ever think of that?
Yeah.
If there's no way to break out of it, he could just keep doing it over and over again in a one-on-one fight.
Do you know, if he was a warlord, I think this could have been stretched out for like 100 episodes.
I was just checking there to see if we'd actually like covered everything so far in this arc, and Google says that they beat Foxy and then encounter Admiral Aokiji. I can't see his name, man. Kuzan.
Yeah.
Is that who? Is that the frozen water guy?
Yeah, the one that rides his bike across the ice and stuff. But he's not in it until like there's a couple more arcs. There's like a filler arc of Ocean's Dream and
the return of Foxy.
Or the return. When you think, oh, finally they beat Foxy, it's over. He fucking comes back.
Yeah, it's at least only like a couple episodes sort of thing. No more challenge fights.
But next time I think we should just combine those two into one. The Ocean's Dream arc and the Foxy's, what's it called?
And then we can hit Akuiji on the end of that because it's kind of like the thing that leads into the bad stuff happening, kind of.
Do you know what it is? I would call that the only vaguely interesting thing about Robin that's happened.
That you know so far.
So far.
Trust the process, Chris. If there is a member of the Straw Hats officially, you'll learn to love them.
Okay. I'll give him a chance. I did say the same thing about Usopp, and I think he's great now. He's redeemed himself in Skypiea, so I'm hoping Nico Robin like develops a personality or something.
She does. There's reasons why she's this closed off, and you will learn about them very soon.
Fine, fair enough. So I think that's it for this arc, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good one. I liked it.
Yeah, for a filler arc as well. It's like a proper little palate cleanser between serious Alabasta, that's not Alabasta, Skypiea.
Yeah, like all the G8 and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Defeating a god and then playing ball games and it's sports day, isn't it?
With cheating, with more cheating.
Yeah. But and we've actually recorded this in a one while we're still doing is it Water 7 we're doing? Is that what it's called, this whole so it's fresh in my head, so I think should we keep doing this so it's not just like a big 4-hour recording session.
If I've got this right, today is Saturday we don't release it on Saturday. Friday the 23rd of January.
Whoa.
So on Tuesday coming, for the people that are in the present day watching this, on Tuesday we will be reviewing episode 3 of season 1's live action One Piece. And you can catch the first 2 episodes that were reviewed the past 2 Tuesdays.
Yes,
It's
can't
getting
wait
complicated
for that.
now.
Realistically, because we're in the past, I need to go, oh, Chris, shit, this Tuesday we need to record that extra episode per week going forward.
Yeah, so if you can remind past Chris to do that, that would be great.
Well, are you joining us on that as well, or
I might leave you to it, because I think that's too much One Piece for me. I need to stay in animated world.
It's gonna be weird going back from, because I've seen the One Piece series before, but then I'm gonna go back and watch it after I've seen that anime.
Yeah.
It's fascinating
hear
going back
more
and watching it though, because like you see stuff and you're like, oh my god, that's exactly how it was in the anime. Some stuff's a bit different, like just for like pacing, but a lot of it is just like, holy shit, that's so accurate.
And you hear a tiny bit of "We Are" for like 20 seconds, and that's all you get.
I love the orchestral version of it in that, but it just makes us jealous thinking about it, because you actually went to see the orchestra play One Piece, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. But they were playing like the anime versions of everything and showing horrible, sad clips like on the giant screen. So I was like looking at Laboon, being like, "Laboon," while an orchestra was playing. That was at the end with the real Japanese guy singer, not the dub singer.
Did they not stop him halfway through? Anyway, what's next week?
So next week is Ocean's Dream / The Return of Foxy, which I think that arc actually just finishes with the Aokiji thing. Yeah, and then we're finally at Water 7.
Yeah, real shit.
Which I'm loving, because I'm up to there at the minute.
And then the next saga we've got's a bit of a horror saga, isn't it? Like quite dark, thriller bark. I wouldn't say a horror, but it's like zombie kind of stuff, which is.
Oh, is that where the clip comes from? Where there's a zombie coming out the ground and Luffy just pushes it back in and goes, nope.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah, but with Halloween Island, as I was saying about the theme.
Spooky Island. We might hit that in October. But anyway, thanks for joining as usual, and see you next week for that.
And watch Anime Club in 10 minutes time on this same channel.
So much time travel.
Bye.